Hello everyone. We're moving up the chakra centers, and again we're using it just as an interesting model of consciousness and of the what's called sometimes the energetic body or the subtle body. Although these chakra centers actually do have a kind of a physical element to them. When you look at the body, they're nerve plexuses. So there's a physical aspect to them. There's also an energetic aspect to them. And when we align them, we can take them up and move into the spiritual aspect as they harmonize, and we are, in a sense, allowing ourselves to quieten the physical and energetic body as a distraction and enter into the inner sound, which is really what the harmonic self is ultimately about. But also, we need to live in this world, and this way of harmonizing the chakra centers I find is actually very practical. So we started with the root chakra, the first one, and we had the sound of kind of UH really, or and we sounded that in a way that perhaps would vibrate or resonate with that lower center, that root chakra. And then we moved up into the second, the sacral chakra, and that was an oo. So we had oo. We moved up into the solar plexus chakra, and that was an O, O-H-O, O. So we can play around with that, and I find it pretty useful actually, particularly if I'm feeling out of balance and something gets to me and kind of grabs me, particularly in these lower centers here, the solar plexus, below the belly, and my root chakra there, it's tightness. So, and I can take it down again. So maybe I need to have a bit more groundedness. Maybe I need to bring it up a little more. So we can just play with this. And we're seeing our body really as a musical instrument, which is a very important part of the harmonic self as well. Like we're finding ourselves being a tuning fork. So we're moving up now into the heart chakra, and this is interesting because it's the middle chakra, right? We have the three lower centers, then we have the heart chakra in the center, and then we have the three upper centers. So the heart becomes very important center for many, many, many reasons. We can go in a lot of detail about the importance of the heart as an electromagnetic field, as having its own brain, how it informs the brain. Literally, the heart speaks. We can talk about looking from the heart. So the heart has its own world, and that's what makes it so valuable to kind of really balance and come to a balanced place. The Anahata, it's called the Anahata, which means the unhurt, Anahata. And the color here is green. I want to say a little bit about the colors. It doesn't make any sense to me that the heart chakra would be green, but the colors can be useful as a way. Let's say you want to go to sleep at night. You could just start off with the seventh chakra, or the root chakra, sorry, the first chakra, which would be red. And then you could go to sacral chakra, which would be orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pure white light. So you can kind of go up the spectrum really, and it's quite useful. And then also, if you're feeling a little bit lightheaded, just bring yourself down from pure white light to purple, to blue, to green, to yellow, to orange, to red. So that can be very, very useful. Sometimes as a countdown process, it's useful as well, just to get yourself in a relaxed state. 7 red, 6 orange, 5 yellow, 4 green, 3 blue, 2 purple, 1 light, white light, or 1 white light, pure white light, 1, 2 purple, 3 blue, 4 green, 5 yellow, 6 orange, 7 red. Probably put you in an altered state already, and it really does actually work to put us in an altered state. It kind of works that way, but not necessarily to do during the day, but oftentimes to go to bed at night, just to put yourself in a deeper state. So these colors can be useful. I don't find them terribly useful for the chakra centers, but it's really up to you. So what does a balanced heart chakra look like? I think it's pretty obvious, right? We just feel love. But here's the key. A lot of times we can feel love for other people, but if we're not giving love to ourselves, we don't have a balanced heart chakra. So we really need to balance this love for ourselves, not holding it to ourselves and not giving it away, but just this coming and going, that there's a kind of a balance. There's a compassion, a kindness, but we're loving ourselves and we're loving others. So that kind of gives us a clue when we're out of balance in this area, we've kind of just giving too much. We just kind of open up the boundaries and we're just giving out, and we overdo it all in the name of love, and we become out of balance in that way. This giving, over giving, really. And of course that way we kind of deplete ourselves. Just giving more, and all in the name of love. I love you so much, and you're just giving and giving and giving. So that's obviously an out of balance situation, and it can lead to heart palpitations and heartburn and all kinds of things anything to do with the heart, really. Fast heartbeat, all of those things. When we're underactive, then we may find that we're just heartbroken. We just all that, so kind of feel like a victim of things, or that we can't get close to somebody, that we're kind of shut down. It's hard to really be in touch with ourselves almost, and we may have kind of not in touch with our body even, and may have circulation problems as a result. So we really start to shut down, close off, or we're just, there's just like nothing seems to work in relationships. So these things are really quite real in our lives. These are real situations, and so coming into balance in this way can be really helpful for us, give us a new perspective. And we can take it up, and as I said, just like I did before, and in terms of, so let's just talk about what the vowel is for this center is R, A-H-R, R. And when we chant, it's interesting to kind of know, just see if you can get the sense of vibrating that center. So if I go ah, doesn't do too much for me. But if I kind of just try and modulate it a little bit, go up and down, just find that place where suddenly I'm kind of So it takes a little while to find that, but you just play around with it and find that note. And when you do, it's just like starts balancing out. You can find yourself in a much better, energized, fuller place. So again, feel free to practice. And then you just start to do that. As we go through the R today, and at the end of it, in the quietness, you can just bring the hue up through your whole levels. Hue. Or down if you like. But I like to kind of just line it all up so that all of this energy goes up. And the hue, the HU, really brings you to a high state. So we're going to be using the Shruti Box, have a different tone for the heart chakra than I did when we did the solar plexus chakra, and an Alchemical Crystal Bowl, a new one. Don't think you've seen this one before. So we'll play those. Let's bring our heart chakras into resonance. So, and harmony. So we ask for the highest and purest light from the highest and purest source to surround and fill the space we're in, and each one of us for the highest good. And of course, we want to come to our loving. That's perfect, right? Just feel that loving vibration, amplifying that feeling of light. And with that love and with that light, just send that to whoever needs it right now. Always include yourself, of course, and always for the highest good. Again, just if there's any imbalance you're feeling, always just check that as number one. I ask for the light for the highest good. And you can ask it for like I feel out of balance right now. I ask for the light to assist me clearing or balancing or coming into harmony for the highest good. Send the light to that situation. It's much better than just getting out of balance with anything. So that's hopefully you've been practicing this light. It really does work. It's I don't think I'm exaggerating to say that it's magical in the true sense of that, or even miraculous in many ways. Certainly been my experience, and on a regular basis and over many, many years. So we have the light, we have the love, and you can call for we've talked about the mystical traveler consciousness, we've talked about John Roger, or whoever brings to mind that loving, that spiritual essence for you. So with all of that, and for the highest good, and with your intention clear what you would like for this session, let's begin to harmonize the chakras.